Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. This is App Thunder here, bringing you another commentary on Clash of Clans. Now, I haven't done a video in a while, but I'm going to bring you guys another video because you guys liked my Get Gold Fast video, and this one's going to be about how to get Dark Elixir quickly. So I'm going to show you guys how to get Dark Elixir in basically 3 easy methods. First of all, we're going to look at how much Dark Elixir actually costs. So what I'm trying to show you guys is that Dark Elixir actually costs a lot in terms of gems. So you don't want to really spend gems on Dark Elixir. You can see that it actually costs about 4,200 gems for me to fill my Dark Elixir storages, which is about 145,000 Dark Elixir. So this is not worth it for me. About 1,000 gems will cost you about $10, give or take, because there's bonuses if you buy massive quantities of gems. But this is roughly going to cost me $40 to fill up my Dark Elixir storage. Now, although 145,000 Dark Elixir may seem like a lot, there's definitely easier ways to get Dark Elixir, and I'm going to show you guys right here in this video. So stay tuned and watch this video. It's going to show you guys how to get Dark Elixir in 3 easy methods. And I'm going to show you guys, first of all, what Dark Elixir is used for, in case some of you guys aren't familiar with Dark Elixir. Now, you can see here Dark Elixir is used for certain types of units. There are Dark Elixir units, and I'm going to show you guys how much it costs to actually upgrade them. So the first unit is actually the minion. It actually costs 40,000 to upgrade it to the level 5 minion, and same goes for the Hog Rider. I'm upgrading it to level 5 Hog Rider. It's going to cost me 50,000 Dark Elixir. Now that's a lot of Dark Elixir. It actually starts a little lower. From upgrading from level 2 to level 3 to level 4 to level 5. I'm at the highest upgrade, and that's costing me 50,000. But the lowest upgrade is still going to cost you a significant amount, especially if you're just starting out with Dark Elixir. So you can see here that all the troops are actually costing quite a bit. For example, the Golem actually costs 60,000 Dark Elixir, and it's only for the level 2 upgrade. So you can imagine what the level 5 upgrade is going to cost because it increments each time. And also the witches. These are actually used by the pro players or the players in Masters League or Challengers League, Champions League. All these players actually use the highest level witches. So you can see that they're all going to spend 75,000 Dark Elixir. And you can imagine how much that's going to cost, which was roughly half of what I needed to fill up my Dark Elixir. So that would cost me about 20 bucks. So instead of paying 20 bucks, I'm going to show you guys how to save Dark Elixir. You can see here the troops actually cost a fair amount as well. Witches actually take 20 minutes to train, but that's another story. But you can see here they actually cost 250 Dark Elixir each. So if you're going to spend a lot of Dark Elixir on witches, I highly recommend you take a look at this video, and actually it explains how to get Dark Elixir, how to save Dark Elixir. So without further ado, I'm going to show you guys how to get Dark Elixir quickly. First of all, you're going to need a Dark Elixir storage if you don't have one yet. Obviously, you're going to need a storage to store any amount of loot. This works the same way as gold or elixir. But for Dark Elixir, you only get one storage. So I highly recommend getting this right off the bat, because any loot that you're not getting with the storage, it's basically being wasted. No one gets it, even if you raid it. So the first method actually involves your drills. These are the same things as your collectors. I actually get 2 drills at my level, which is Town Hall 9, and I've fully upgraded it. As you can see, that's level 6, and I'm getting 100 Dark Elixir per hour. So if you think about this, in one day, which is 24 hours, I'm getting 2,400 Dark Elixir. And with 2 drills, I'm actually getting 4,800 Dark Elixir, which is a lot. It's almost 5,000 Dark Elixir each day, without really doing anything. Of course, this can be rated, but think about it, any kind of loot can be rated, even if you buy it with gems. You're not going to use it all, and eventually that loot could be rated. So think about it. I would highly recommend getting your drills. I put this as the first method because I would always suggest upgrading your drills to the highest level. Because think about it like this, any level that you haven't upgraded, basically you're losing Dark Elixir per hour. That's Dark Elixir that you could be getting every hour. This works the same way for gold collectors or elixir collectors. You want to upgrade them with the highest priority over any other building right away, because they're actually fairly cheap and they give you a lot of gold in the long run. So you're basically wasting gold, elixir, or Dark Elixir if you don't have your drills or collectors upgraded to the highest level right off the bat. So I recommend doing this first. Now we're going to take a look at some other methods of getting Dark Elixir that actually involve raiding. So this should be a little more interesting. Now I've set this video up in 2 ways. So basically I'm going to show you guys both methods, and then we're gonna look at a raid and see which method we should use for each raid. So the first method actually uses, it's fairly cheap, and you guys may have heard of it, but it uses lightning spells. So we're gonna use 4 lightning spells because my spell, I can only hold 4 spells at this level, but I believe at Town Hall 10 you can hold 5 spells, and you can see my lightning spells are actually level 5, so it's fairly upgraded, and we should have a pretty easy time attacking some Dark Elixir storages. So that's the second method, and the third method is basically just attack bases with normal troops. You can see here that I'm training my troops. I actually don't have my maximum troop capacity, so I'm going to train a few more. But I think we're going to attack this base and just take a look at it without really finishing up my troops. It doesn't matter that much because we're just trying to target Dark Elixir. If I were trying to wipe out bases, I would want all my troops. So you can see here my first base actually has a fair amount of Dark Elixir, 1300 plus Dark Elixir. And you can see here that the Dark Elixir storage actually is a fairly high level. It's the same level as mine, which was 1 away from the max level. So even though it might not show a lot of Dark Elixir in the storage could actually have a fair amount, and they might not all be in the drills, especially because it's such a high level. So it can store a lot without actually showing up in the animation. So of course I'm going to attack the Town Hall, or the Clan Castle, sorry, as well as the Barbarian King, and try to lure them out. They don't have an Archer Queen, so we don't have to worry about that, and we just want to lure them to the south of the base and take them out with all our archers first, so that they're not in the way. Now I don't have many archers because I decided to attack this base without finishing my archers. So I'm going to send in a giant just to draw all the troops over, and then use my archers because they're worth a little more in this battle. So I'm also going to deploy my Barbarian King, which is level 9. And another reason why you want to train Dark Elixir is actually to upgrade your Barbarian King and Barbarian Queen. Or Archer Queen, sorry. The Archer Queen actually does a lot of damage when attacking, and it also can save your butt when you're actually trying to defend. It's basically like a super powerful clan castle unit that you can put anywhere on the map, and you can actually control when it's alive or when it goes to sleep. So I highly recommend getting Dark Elixir whenever you can, and sometimes you just want to go out there and try to get as much Dark Elixir as you can without really worrying about gold or elixir, which is what I'm doing here. So you can see that I took out the Dark Elixir drills, and as I was saying earlier, not all of the Dark Elixir would have been in the drills, even though it looks like the storage is empty. Because the storage is such a high level, there's actually still 1,000 more Dark Elixir available in that storage. So I'm going to try to use my goblins now that I've taken out the initial area of the base and try to attack that. It looks like most of his defenses are focused on my giants, so now's a safe time to actually attack. And what I did was, I actually sent out my goblins one at a time first, just to make sure that they're going the right route. Sometimes your goblins will go left or right, or attack some other loot base, instead of the loot that you actually want to obtain. So you can see here that I actually cleared out almost all of the Dark Elixir, and this should be considered a successful Dark Elixir raid. And I can actually exit here right away because I actually gained a star, even though you shouldn't really be worried about getting trophies. If you're worried about trophies, you probably shouldn't be Dark Elixir hunting or solely going for Dark Elixir, because it's probably going to interfere with how you choose which base to raid. Because a lot of times you just want to go for the Dark Elixir and not really worry about the storages. So that is the second method of getting Dark Elixir, and as I said earlier, the third method is actually to use lightning spells. It's a lot more straightforward. You can see that we actually used only elixir troops in that last raid, and we got about 1,000 Dark Elixir. So in this raid, we're going to try out the lightning spell method. So you can see here I found a base with a lot of Dark Elixir in the animation, or in the image. It looks like it's pretty full. So I imagine that most of the Dark Elixir is not going to be in the drills, and they're mostly all going to be in this storage. So I'm going to lay down 4 of my lightning spells and try to attack it and take as much as I can. And I'm going to show you guys how much you can actually get from it. Now right here you can see that I'm actually going to use some archers. They're not really worth much elixir, so I'm going to see if I can attack the town hall without being shot at, and actually take out the town hall so I can get free trophies. As I said earlier, you shouldn't be worried about trophies, but if you can snag a few free trophies, it could probably save you some time later on when you're trying to climb trophy counts, because most of the Dark Elixir sits at the higher level users, because they have more drills, more storages, and they can protect it better, so they have more Dark Elixir overall. So you're probably going to get more loot in terms of Dark Elixir at a higher level. So you can see here that I've actually taken out about 700 of the Dark Elixir with just 4 lightning spells. It's pretty cheap. It only uses Elixir now to fund those spells. So I only spent about 100k Elixir probably for about 700 Dark Elixir. Now, as I said, this is sort of considered the cheap method, and it was sort of nerfed, even though it still works. I wouldn't recommend this over the straight up raiding method where you just target Dark Elixir, but this is obviously a cheap and easy way to get Dark Elixir when that's something that you need, or maybe you need 700 more to get your next upgrade and you're afraid that someone's going to come and raid your Dark Elixir. You just want to get to that next upgrade, and you can use this method basically trading Elixir for Dark Elixir. So instead of using up gems, you're basically getting Dark Elixir using Elixir. So this is basically pretty cost effective. And before I go, I want to show you guys how to protect your base from people who are trying to raid your base in the same way that I just showed you. So what I do, now I'm going to train some spells. I obviously don't use 4 lightning spells when raiding. But overall, when you set up your base, you want to put your Dark Elixir storage in the middle. You can see that my Dark Elixir storage is almost in the dead center. I have my clan castle in the dead center because I don't want people to be able to draw out my units without having attacked my base already. So my clan castle is in the center, but my Dark Elixir storage is in the pretty close proximity to the center. And then my drills are also on the inside. Now another thing to note is that my gold always sits at a fairly low amount. Whenever I get a higher amount of gold, I'm going to spend it on walls. So basically I've chosen 2 resources to save. I'm saving my Elixir and I'm saving my Dark Elixir. You can see that my gold storages are actually on the outside of my base. The reason I set this up is basically gold storages that have nothing in them will basically lose you no loot, but you can use them as meat shields. They can absorb a lot of attacks, and your enemy can spend a lot of time working on them without actually entering your base and attacking your vital defenses. Now I'm going to show you guys my Archer Queen, which is being upgraded at the moment, and my Barbarian King, which I plan to upgrade in the future. And it's going to cost me 40,000 Dark Elixir, so I'm saving for that, and I'm also saving for Elixir in general. So you can see my gold storage, as I mentioned earlier, doesn't have much gold in it, and I'm actually going to upgrade a wall right now, and it actually cost me 500,000 gold. But you can see here I'm now only sitting on 94,000 gold, so no one's going to raid my base looking for gold, which is what most people are looking for. So I'm going to have a lot fewer people raiding my base, and I also put my Town Hall on the outside. So most people who attack my base and 1-star me are going to give me free shields, and they're probably not going to be going for my Dark Elixir. So overall, I've basically set up a system that protects my Dark Elixir from being raided, and it also protects my secondary resource, which is my Elixir, which I've chosen to protect as well on the inside from being raided as well. So you can see that I'm probably saving up my Elixir so that I can upgrade my Dark Elixir storage. You want to upgrade your storage so that it basically has more meat in it. It takes your opponent longer to wear it down, and by taking longer, you can basically save more Dark Elixir. You'd be surprised by how often opponents only take down your Dark Elixir storage to halfway, and you basically saved half of your loot that was available. So again, I highly recommend you take these precautions when setting up your base. Keep in mind where you want to place your loot, and keep in mind that you have the option to spend your resources in order to protect them right away. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. I'm gonna be making some more videos in the future. So please check back. If you like this video, definitely like it, subscribe, and that means a lot. Thanks a lot, guys. AppThunder signing out.